Hey everybody, Jeff Simon from Atomik RC here to tell you about an exciting new line of products from J-Color called the Paint and Fly gliders. What's really cool about these gliders is not necessarily how easy they are to build. And believe me, they are easy to build. While I'm talking to you here, I'm going to put this one together. It's essentially three parts. It's the wing, it's the fuselage, and it's the horizontal stabilizer. Done. What makes these really fun and really special is the specialized paint that comes with them. It allows you to paint the plane in any kind of design that you want. But what makes it really cool is you get bored with that design, soak the plane in water for about 2 hours, the paint will peel right off, and you can paint it all over again. Now, there are a few things you need to know about this paint. The first thing is that it's very sensitive to water in terms of dilution. So you don't want to dry or change your paints and leave the brush really wet and go in for the second paint. Definitely make sure that your brush is dry and that you're not introducing any water into these paints, because it'll thin it out and it'll make it hard to give a nice even coating on the plane. Speaking of the coating, make sure that you put your paint on fairly thick. Sometimes you will need to put on a second coating of paint if you really want to make it vivid. Now, what that thick coat of paint does for you is it allows you to, when you soak the plane in water and you peel the paint off, it'll come off much easier than if it's thin. If it's really thin, you might have to rub and really work at getting the paint off of the plane. These can be painted really as many times as you want to. There are 3 different models of the larger style plane: the Hawk, the Osprey, and the Eagle. They're all slight variations. We have a V-tail, we have one with a little bit of a thinner nose. And then we also have our nano-sized one, which is just a single design, and they are just as easy to put together as the larger counterparts, and they also come with a very nice paint set. Now, these are specialized paints. You don't want to just go down to your hobby shop and just buy any old paint off the shelf. Even if it is foam safe, it may work, but you're not going to be able to peel the paint off like you can with these special paints. Another thing to take note on these is if you pick one up and you're going to fly it and it wants to nose in towards the ground, what you need to do is grab the plane by the tail and slightly tweak the back end of it up. It does not take much adjustment. I'd say take a very little adjustment, throw it again, and see how that does for you. If it wants to stall, go up in the air, stall out, and then fall back down, you want to do the exact opposite, and you want to tweak that tail downward just a little bit until you get a nice, even, straight flight. These things fly incredibly well. You'll be amazed at how far you can throw these. They are a ton of fun. If you guys have any questions, please let us know at the comments at the bottom. Oh, one more thing. So let's say you do pick up one of these, and like I said, they're EPO foam. They're very durable. You're going to have a hard time breaking this, but let's say you do break it. Let's say you run over it with a car, something happens. Well, running over it with a car might not fix this, but let's say you snap a wing. The way you fix these is you get some foam safe glue or some foam safe epoxy, glue these back together, and they'll fly great, and they're super easy to repair. These are fantastic for events and functions where you have to entertain a lot of kids, any kind of scouting or Girl Scouts or camps. They make fantastic presents. Literally somebody from age 7 or 8 all the way up to 88 can enjoy the pleasures of painting their own glider and then getting to fly them. That's all we've got today. If you guys have, again, any questions, leave them in the comments below, and we look forward to seeing all of the cool and exciting designs you guys paint on these Paint and Fly gliders by J-Power. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.